So we all know the Nintendo Switch has a bunch of accessories available, from different colored Joy-Con to cases to docks. But there are a few accessories I'm going to share with you guys today that were never released in the United States. But before I get into that, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Now, I'm going to start off with this. Bang! This right here is a Nintendo Switch USB charger. Surprisingly enough, they never released a USB charger in the United States for the Nintendo Switch. It's pretty standard. As you see, it's just a USB charger with a slot for a USB-A cable. Let's open this up. So as you can see, it's standard USB AC adapter here. This could be helpful if you have a few Pro controllers. And let's say you don't have a Switch nearby and all your USB ports are taken up. If you have one of these, obviously you can just have it plugged in and be charging your controller. Also, let's say you lose your standard AC adapter for your Nintendo Switch. This could be your alternative instead of paying more money for another adapter. It's honestly a cool little accessory. I'm just surprised it hasn't come to the United States. I'll leave links for this accessory and everything else that I talk about here today in the description down below. Next up, we have this. This is a Nintendo Switch case. Obviously, we've seen a lot of cases come out for the Nintendo Switch, but what makes this different is that this is an official Nintendo case. This was made by Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch. Now, actually, Nintendo has a few official cases. They only have 3, actually. The one that came in like the Breath of the Wild Master Edition bundle, that was not an official Nintendo case. That was actually made by a third party. But in Japan, though, they have a lot, and they all look really, really dope. They also have larger cases. This right here is a case for not just your Nintendo Switch, but for your dock, for an extra Pro controller, for some cables, some games. This is straight up a legit travel case for your Nintendo Switch, made officially by Nintendo. But let's go ahead and check these out. Let's start with the regular case first. Open this up. I do want to get my hands on some of those other cases though, all of them. They look really, really dope. So this is nice. Check out this case. Got a bunch of Mario themed insignia here and a bunch of phrases and whatnot from the Mario franchise. And also on the side, which you don't get on the official cases released in the United States, you got this little tab right here shaped like a little Mario. And also it feels a lot different as well. On top of the Mario Odyssey joint, it feels like, you know, like a soft plastic a little bit, but the ones released in Japan have more of a soft, pillowy type feel. Also, what's different about the two is that the case that released in the United States, it has a zipper that goes all the way around, as you can see there, whereas the one released only in Japan only zips here up at the top. Also, another difference is that the case released in the United States has slots for games and whatnot, and a way to like stand up your Nintendo Switch if you wanted to use it in like a tabletop mode. The Japan only official Nintendo Switch case doesn't have that at all. As you can see, the Switch goes right in it. There's like extra room inside here. You could easily fit yourself a charging cable, for example. You could squeeze that in there if you wanted to, and it will still close up. Or you can even put a game in here if you wanted to. Check that out. Simple. You got a game inside your case and it doesn't even look much bulkier at all. I like the design. Let me know what you think. Now let's check out this travel case right here. Come on. Alright, so check this out. This is the much larger travel case in the same design as the other one I showed you. It looks like a little picnic basket. On the case there are numerous pockets. There's like one up here up front. There's another pocket here on the back as well. And there are 2 pull tabs here. You got that Mario pull tab and you've got the World pull tab. And inside, as you can see here, you can have different compartments. They're like little dividers that you can use to divide things up if you'd like to. Or you can take them out and just use it as like a big bag and just toss a bunch of stuff in there. And up top on the lid is another compartment up here. And I'm not done yet. We got a couple more accessories to share with you guys. Next up, we got these right here. It's actually masking tape for your Nintendo Labo box creation. You got this one here, which is Nintendo Labo, and it's also got like a fishing rod tape looking thingamajiggy. You got another one which has like the piano and whatnot. Got this camouflage one, which is really cool. If you look close enough, you can see that the actual camouflage that you're looking at are actually silhouettes of Mario characters. You got this one, you got the Boo tape, and finally you've got the mushroom tape with the green mushroom and the red mushroom, and of course the question block. Open one of these up so you can take a look at it. Check it out. It's cool, and it was never released in the United States. I don't know why. It's a nice little cool way to add extra designs to your Labo creations and whatnot. And finally, it's time for the piece de resistance, the final Japan-only Nintendo Switch accessory I want to share with you guys. But before I do, real quick, if you appreciate the content that I share with you guys, consider joining my Patreon. There are a bunch of cool little perks. It helps to support me being an independent content creator. Take a look at it. Link is in the description below. And bang! check it out. This is a Nintendo Switch keyboard. The question you may be asking is, why would you need a keyboard for your Nintendo Switch? There aren't any games out there that use a keyboard like that. But actually, yes, there is a game that can support this keyboard, and that's Dragon Quest X. Of course, if you don't know about Dragon Quest X, it's an MMORPG. It originally came out on the Wii, but it was later ported to the Wii U and PlayStation 4 and PC, and now it's on the Nintendo Switch. Now, this is not an official Nintendo product. This was made by a third-party Cyber Gadget. I don't think Nintendo sees a reason to make a keyboard yet, but it's cool for all those playing Dragon Quest X on the Switch. Let's check it out. Ooh. Check this out. And as you already saw on the front of the box, you can also put your Joy-Con on this keyboard. You even got the click to it. It's not wireless, it uses a USB cable. And it's not the longest USB cable in the world either. The keys themselves are not very clicky. They don't have a real snap to them, but it actually has a very satisfying travel. It looks like a Nintendo Switch, but without like a screen. Like, if there were more games on the Nintendo Switch that made use of a keyboard, this would be an essential accessory. And honestly, it doesn't feel weird holding this. It's definitely a little bit wider than the Nintendo Switch, obviously, but not by too much that it feels really weird or awkward in any type of way. If you use your Switch a lot handheld, this won't feel too awkward to you. Now, is this a necessity? Do you need it for your Nintendo Switch? No, you don't. But it's cool though.